everything that you were talking about is me.
Okay.
So a lot of the content I saw was single mums. I'm a single mum. A lot of the content you're speaking is baby mums. I mean, I'm an ex-wife, but I'm baby mum, whatever.
Ah, you're a single mother.
There's a difference. Okay. Well,
there is a difference. You don't think the difference between a single mother and a baby mama? Were you married, right?
I was.
So would you consider yourself?
But before I got married, I have another child, and I wasn't married to that person.
No, you was a baby mama then.
Yeah.
Then you became Then you became. No, it's true. Then you got married, then you got divorced.
Yeah.
So you became a single mother.
Okay. And so, okay, cool. So those are the reasons why.
Yeah.
Because I felt like your content was very much.
But I think.
And also, remember I told you, the main reason why, because it's not that I don't think there's some base to what you're saying. I think the problem that I have is men not holding other men accountable and always putting the onus on women. And I'm very accountable. Like I always talk about online, I always talk about I should have made better decisions otherwise. And if I had, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. That's fact.
Wow. I'll be honest, if I saw that, I would have kept my mouth shut when it comes to you. I would have. I'd have been, oh, we have one.
No, we have one.
We have one. We do.
No, women take accountability.
No, they don't.
But it's when...
No, they don't. They don't. And it's okay because women are not... I can't expect you to take accountability because that's what men are supposed to do. So when a woman does, I'm like, oh, wow. I'm going to rate it. You're going to call you a pick-me-sha. They will.
What, that I'm a pick-me?
No, they'll say if when women agree with men or don't do what other women are doing, they'll call them a pick-me. But I'll ask you one question. What's wrong with being picked? So
if you're gagging for it.
No, see what women do is they'll make it act like being picked is a bad thing. Being picked is not a bad thing.
Being picked isn't a bad thing. It's what you're doing to be picked.
No, but what they could try to do is they're going to say if you don't align with us, that anything that you say is because you want to be picked. No, how about I have some sense?
I just have rationale. And
but no, you don't. You have your pick-me-sha. And you want the manager's approval. No, you don't. See?
See, I disagree. I disagree that you, although...
I don't agree. Hold on. I don't agree with you. Yeah. I don't say this. This is feminine from... This would be... How can a man say you're pick me? This is what the women are going to call you. So what we have now is when a woman decides to stand away from the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, and she may want to have some accountability and may want to put some accountability on women. They're going to call her a pick me.
But I think it's about delivery. Because, and I say that because I think in most of the chats that I've done and pods I've done, where I talk about like being divorced and stuff like that and the decisions that I made that led me to this point, my delivery is very articulate. And that doesn't mean that like I'm up here doing no. I'm still whatever, but I'm clear on what I'm saying. And there's a lot of people that I see having discourse who are not clear, who are kind of leading into the mandem's voice. And
what changed? Because you said... You started saying you didn't like it, so what? Has it changed?
Okay, so what changed?
It might not. I'm just like, what changed? You'd be like, no,
nothing changed.
Oh, okay. Right.
What changed is that I met you at the Backchat audition. So obviously, China's on this season of Backchat, and I went to the audition. Andy and that shouted me, and I was like, "Hey, let me come down." And I went down and I watched you guys debate. And during the debate, I'll be honest, during the debate, there was something you said, and I've written in my notes, but because I can remember the exact thing you said, I didn't want to bring it up too tough. But it was something you said around domestic abuse and stats, right? And that just kind of like, domestic abuse is very close to my heart. So when you said it, I was thinking, well, this is, and I was like, Andy, I'm gagging to get on there. And then
not your season, girl.
Not your season. And he was, I told him I'm not doing it, but I met you afterwards and we had a chat, right? And even before we got to the end of the episode, actually, you made points that were laced in research.
Yeah.
And I think for me, it was very refreshing because a lot of the pods I'm hearing, a lot of the man that are talking, you're talking off opinion. And I'm sorry, but your opinion, if it doesn't have any, I'm not saying it has to fully have stats, but if it's not coming from a place of research or it's not coming from a place of like lived experience at the very fucking least.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
100%.
You can't be telling me about your mandem's experience, but I'm sitting here telling you about, okay, I've had a conversation with Women's Aid, or I read Women's Aid stats, and or I've done community work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that is different. So I think after we had that chat, I said, oh, he know a little something.
I know more than a little something. I'm university educated. My father's a professor, has 2 PhDs, a diplomat for the Cameroon Embassy.
He just giving us the accolades,
No,
baby.
my dad's a chief. Like I come from that stock. Mother has a PhD as well. I have 3 sisters, a brother, all married with child. I've come from that. I read a lot. My dad's a very learned man. I read, I research, okay? So I understand about, if you've done a thesis or dissertation, you know about researching, you know about reference, you know about bibliography, you know what I mean, primary, secondary, you know about all of this stuff, right? So if I'm going to speak on something, I'm going to make sure I'm well versed in what I'm speaking about. If I don't speak about something, it's because I don't know what. Not every time someone asks you something, you need to answer. You know?
Sometimes you can say,
I just don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay, you know.
Yeah.
All right. So if I don't know something, I'm not going to speak about it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to speak about what I do know. I'm going to come with stats and figures. I'm going to come with all the stuff. And whenever I do, all people say is, "Where'd you get your stats from?" Let's not do this. Let's just treat it for the moment that this guy has research, and he's not going to come into a platform which can be easily disproven that he has his stats right. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to take us off the conversation. I think a lot of people have seen clips of me, and you know how the algorithm pushes. The algorithm will push what people want to see.
Yeah.
So if you see clips and it's very single mothers based, baby mama based, of course that's going to be but it's not the long form content. I understand this is how things are now. I've never said anything to polarize or to inflammatory, but
can I just stop you there?
Go on.
Because one thing about me is I'm gonna go and watch them clips.
Yeah, go on.
And watch these episodes. So I watched the episode of you on the Grapevine podcast live.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an episode actually. It was like somebody filming from the audience. And I don't know if it was in the heat of the moment because it got it got very heated, right? With the woman in the audience. And then you said, I would rather, short form, not quote unquote, I would rather be with a homeless woman that has no kids than to be with a baby mom.
I mean,
that's what you said. But I will say that it was in rebuttal to something.
Yeah.
But you said that.
Don't do me like the Daily Mail. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It was in rebuttal.
It was a rebuttal.
But you said that, and I said, what?
It was a rebuttal. And you have to understand something. See, I match energies, and I don't think women are used to men actually matching energies. You're gonna call it sassy. No, I'm gonna say stop being disrespectful to a man. Because if you don't want to hear disrespect back, stop it. Because I don't understand this whole thing of where it tends to be the snowflake generations where people believe they can do things and there's nothing will happen back. Now, there's not much I can do to women. Rightly so. I have 3 sisters. You can't put your hand on a woman. I've never put my hand on a woman. I never would. I don't believe a man should. But ultimately, you cannot strip me of the one thing I have is my voice. Now you want to take that away from me? The one thing I can have, I can't do anything else. Rightly so. And then you want to strip me of my rebuttal. You want to strip me of my voice. You want to tone police me. Tell me, oh, you're aggressive. No, I'm not aggressive. I'm passionate. Let me tell you what's happened now. What's happened now? We have a bunch of men you women do not like, how these men act and how they carry themselves, okay? When you meet a man that is very masculine, that comes from the nuclear family, what do? You try to label him as all manner of things. None of the things I love black women. I was raised by black women. If I speak on black women's hair, how are you going to tell me that I hate black women? You're right, I got 3 sisters. Do you know what I grew up in the home? Do you realize I grew up in relaxing the hair and destroying it? Do you realize I saw what damage it did to it? None of my sisters that have daughters would ever do such a damage to their kids' hair because we realize what it went through. I know about what it does. So when I speak about, you know what, our black daughters, and our nieces and our sisters about hair, you can't tell me don't speak on black women's hair because a black man is not separate from a black woman.
Is it, or do you agree that delivery and tact is really important for people to receive and take in a message?
No.
Okay.
Because it depends what you want.
What do you want?
I'm doing God's work. No, I'm being serious.
With the devil's voice.
No, not the devil's voice. The devil's voice is me telling you know what? Single mothers are the prize. It doesn't matter. No, hold on a second. The devil's voice, there's enough man doing the devil's voice and you women love the devil's voice. Let's use Derek Jackson in America. You know Derek Jackson?
Yep.
You guys put Derek Jackson in a position, okay?
Can you stop saying you guys?
No, because women, okay,
yeah,
women. The fact that he even still has a platform and women are still there shows me you women love lies and cheaters. Because this guy, he cheated on his wife the first time. Okay, bad enough, innit, right? He got caught out. Anaya Jackson, he cheated on her. She stood next to him, holding his hand. He's like, oh, I was weak. Did all of that stuff. Yeah. Cool. My man cheats on her again. Then gets women pregnant. Then we find that he was running all manner of sex games in the house, doing all these manner of things. He shouldn't even have a platform.
Yeah.
Go look on his platform right now. There's women in the comments because women don't care about other women. They don't. There's something that you guys have created, a fallacy, a sisterhood. Let me tell you something. If your man is paying for stuff, if he's blowing your back out, if he's not cheating, do not tell your best ladies, hold on a second. Let me talk to the camera. If your man is paying for stuff, if he's blowing your back out, if he's not cheating on you, do not go and tell your best friend. Because let me tell you something. Misery loves company. These women are not your friend. They will take your man and walk down the road with him and not care.
So can I just say, because this is a conversation that you had on Backchat the other day,